So, you all have a telephone in your house, right? Or you got a cell phone or some sort of way of communicating with the neighbor next door. Well, you know the man who invented it. That was Alexander Graham Bell. Now, we know him as the man who invented the telephone, but what we don't know is his relation to deaf culture. See, here we have Alexander Graham Bell, whose mother is deaf, but he is not. But this is kind of his attitude towards deaf culture. I think that all deaf people should stop being deaf and learn how to speak. Then they can really become human. Of course, his mother could never say anything. Well, not that. That's not true. She can be like, deaf people are cool. You're lame. You're a bad son. But he didn't really make any sense, because even though he said that deaf people need to speak English, he would sign to his mother. Well, Alexander Graham Bell did lots of other things. He wrote papers and papers. I'm going to write a paper about how terrible deaf people are for humanity. They're a curse upon our nation. It makes me sad. Disgraces me. So he decided to open some schools and an association for the deaf to help them learn how to speak English in order to become human. And what you probably also don't know is he helped find this wonderful woman, Anne Sullivan, who is the instructor of the also famous Helen Keller, both the blind and deaf woman. So, you know, probably went like something like this. Hello, are you Anne Sullivan? Yes, I am. And, who are you? I am Alexander Graham Bell, the wonderful inventor of the telephone. And I know this adorable little girl who is sadly both deaf and blind. Would you be willing to teach her? Oh, yes, I would love to teach her. So he found her. And then he found his wife, who was also deaf. See how conflicting he is? He just, one minute, I think the deafness in people should be eliminated to curse upon humanity. But then he goes and he marries a deaf woman. And he signs with her. Whatever happened to sign must be eliminated and speech enforced? I don't know. But either way, he hasn't really had a very good, how do I put it? He hasn't very much impressed the deaf community. He even tried to create a bill that said, all deaf people should not be allowed to marry other deaf people. So that means his wife over here wasn't allowed to marry him if he were deaf. But since he's not deaf, she can marry him. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of dumb. Kind of ridiculous. But he described ASL as a foreign language. Which, I mean, technically it is, right? But I don't think he meant it in a good sense. Kind of more alien and bad. Well, I think that is all that we need to know about the deaf community and Alexander Graham Bell. Thank you for joining us.